Hi everyone, I'm the Idea Maker, and today I'm going to be reacting to another one for this October, which is part of the series that I mentioned, which is for the Legacy series for my grandmother. And today I'm going to be reacting to the direct-to-video sequel, The Little Mermaid II, Return to the Sea. So I've seen this one before, but it's been a long time since I've seen it. And I know that some people really don't like this one, especially because, as from what I remember, people said that it was kind of like a carbon copy in some weird way of the original movie. But again, I haven't seen it in a while. I would love to get to see it and see if that's actually true. So, I mean, the thing is that I have an idea about this. I do have an idea about what this is about. I don't have a complete idea about what it's about, but I do want to see where this is headed. And especially because I still want to keep this series up and running, and I want to do everything that I can to honor my grandmother's life and the legacy that she left for us. And I want to be able to get to see what kind of stories am I able to remember from this one. I don't really know realistically, but you know, it's definitely worth a shot and it's definitely worth a try. So I'm really excited on seeing where this is gonna go, and yeah, we'll just take it from there. So I know that it's kind of an interesting series that I'm doing, but not only am I going to be doing it for the birthday month, but I'm also going to be doing it from here on out. So this month, I know that I'm going to be doing the second one on top of the third one, and then the live action one, and I will be doing some comparisons, differences, and I want to be able to get to experience it the way that I feel like it needs to. And that's where I'm going to need your guys' help in. Let me know which one you guys want me to do for November. I feel like Beauty and the Beast is going to be another one that I'm going to do for November. I think Tangled's going to be another one I'm going to do for November as well. Let me know if you guys want me to do that, because for December, it's going to be an interesting month, and I'm hoping that you guys enjoy December's line of movies that I'm going to be reacting to in time for Christmas. So hopefully we can get to that point. And hopefully there's not many interruptions that happen, because we recently had another issue, which was a plumbing issue that we were not expecting and hoping and praying to God that wouldn't have happened, but it ended up happening. So we're going to just take things one day at a time, and hopefully I can be able to get to go back to the normal schedule and be able to fix the house up again and be able to kind of ease things a little bit, and hopefully we can have a calm holiday season despite my girl not being here with us. But in more happier tones, we're going to dive right into this reaction video of The Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea, right now. Audio? Oh, there is. I thought that there wasn't for a second. I actually thought there wasn't audio for a second. I was actually freaking out, thinking that there wasn't any audio on here. Well, we know that the animation actually got better. Well, it improved. Oh. Oh, Ariel had a kid. This I did remember. So I do remember she had a daughter. I remember she had a daughter named Melody. I remember. Other than that, I don't think I remember everything else. Why does Eric sound familiar? Like, it doesn't sound like the same voice actor. I know that for sure. This song, too, I started thinking, did I actually remember this one? But it turns out I did, because I've heard it before, and I just didn't remember where until now. And I just didn't think it was from this movie. So okay, that's fine. I could already tell right now that the animation was more made for kids, like toned down for kids. I could already tell right off the bat. Oh, Flounder! Of course, Scuttle had to just come right in like that. You know, I just didn't even realize that Melody's dress is actually, if you look at it from afar, I didn't even realize it's like a seashell. Yeah, it's like a couple of seashells overlapping each other. I didn't even notice that detail until right now. All right. What a royal entrance. And again, it is King Triton, so of course it is a royal entrance. Okay, I'll admit the animation just slightly a little bit janky, but is that something that should be like nitpicky about? But it's just a little weird. Then again, it was 11 years after the first one.
I'm giving you this locket so that you will never forget that part of your heart will always belong to the sea.
Oh. Oh, that's cool. That's cute. That's a nice gift, actually. Now let's develop it and make it an actual thing. And what in the? What? Wait, who's this?
Ursula's crazy sister.
Wait, she's got a sister? Interesting.
Ursula would have simply loved to have come, but something came up. Now, what was it?
Wait a minute. Isn't that the same voice actress who voiced Ursula in the first one?
Now, is that fair, Gramps, I ask you?
That sounds like Pat Carroll. Maybe I'm wrong, but it does sound like her.
Make way, little master. I'm coming through.
Is that Clancy Brown? Like Mr. Krabs himself?
Now, handle.
How could you be that merciless?
You can have
That's pretty messed up.
anything you want.
Triton.
Just don't harm little Melody.
Triton.
I get the trident, avenge poor unfortunate Ursula, and gain all the powers of the ocean.
Okay, that's not happening. That's not even gonna
Not a
happen.
bad morning.
Oh, that's a horrible morning. Oh. Oh! Okay. Oh! Oh! So she got Stingray as well? Oh, come on, Eric. Come on, hurry up. Oh. There you go.
What have you done to me? Look at me. I'm an anchovy.
More like a piranha. That sounds like her. It does sound like her, yeah.
But I'll find you and your precious granddaughter.
We
Oh,
shall
great.
not rest until that mad woman is vanquished. Find her. Find her.
Oh, Triton is mad. More mad than anything at that point. I mean, I wouldn't even want to get the man mad.
I'm sorry. There's no sign of her. She's vanished.
Oh, great.
Oh, we've got to keep Melody away from her. Until Morgana is found, Melody can't go in the sea.
Oh.
Neither will I.
But Ariel.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Flounder. But if Morgana is anything like Ursula, she'll never give up. Melody can't know about merpeople or Atlantica, or even you, Daddy.
Wow. That's crazy. No, she's right. She's got a point. I mean, like,
You will watch over her.
again? He's like, I have to do this again? It's like one mermaid daughter was bad enough. Now I got to deal with the human daughter on top of it? What is this? Man, Sebastian's having a long, tough streak going on right now. I mean, that's pretty crazy. But I understand where Ariel's coming from. I mean, as her trying to be a parent, it makes sense. You know, she wants to take care of her daughter. Makes absolute sense. And I think that it's perfectly logical. I mean, like, when you're a parent and you're wanting to take care of your child, it makes a lot of sense. I'm wanting to do... Oh. Oh, wow. They had a wall built up around the kingdom. Okay. That does make sense, too. Oh, but... Oh. Yikes. I was going to say, but if Morgana can be able to technically teleport, then couldn't she be able to teleport her way inside the barrier walls if she really wanted to? Like a Doctor Strange sort of thing, but with her ink? Think about that, Disney. Think about that.
Wait, Melody's not in here, is she?
No, Your Highness, but her birthday cake is 12 petite candles. C'est magnifique.
12 candles. Okay. Oh, whoa. That is a huge cake, though. It's pretty looking. That's pretty huge.
This is gonna be some kind of shindig. Yes, sir, a real swanky soiree, as they say. There's just one thing missing. The guest of honor!
Well, we need to go find her then.
Sebastian, you watch over her, he said.
He had to watch over her for 12 years.
A crowd my age should be retired. Getting a tan.
A tan where?
Sipping a tuna colada.
Sea golf?
Visiting another teenager.
She's not even a teen. Bro, get your numbers right. And a tan where? He's already right enough as it is. Come on. Oh, wow. Yo, she looks just like her mom. Yo, she's just like her mom. No doubt whatsoever. The hair, she's got like her mom.
You're gonna be late for the...
Sorry, Sebastian.
She's got her mom's mannerisms. She's got her mom's hair. It's not the same hair color, but still sounds like her mom. Sounds just exactly like her mom. Your mom.
Like your mother.
Exactly. She is like an exact carbon copy of her, except that she has Eric's hair color. This is crazy. She's like an exact replica. What did the animators do? Just copy and paste? Or trace or whatever you want to say? Come on. And of course, she's just like her mom too. I mean, like, look at her. She's actually discovering stuff, like actual sea stuff. Her mom was looking for human things, and and Melody's now looking for sea things. Oh, the locket. All right, where are we now?
Must be. This time I'm sure I've got it right.
Yeah, that's what you said last time. And I was sore for a week.
Oh, stop your carping and stand still.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
If she's anything like Ursula, it'll definitely hurt. I just realized, if there's fish in those valve vials, doesn't that mean it's kind of a little weird, like you're kind of killing your own kind in some weird way?
That Ursula could have done it.
What was that? You said...
I think you heard.
Stop criticizing me! That's all my mother ever did was criticize me. It was always
okay.
Or Ursula that. Or Morgana, why can't you be more like your sister?
Oh, great. Wait a minute. So where are they is exactly what I want to know. It's like in a sea cave or whatever, like in a frozen sea cave. So is it like what? In like the North Pole or something?
It's the rocket. This is just the kind of break in the ice we've been waiting for. When Ariel's innocent little daughter uncovers the secret of that locket, she's going to have lots of questions. And who'll be right there with all the answers?
Oh, that's just deviously smart. I hate to admit it. But that's actually a clever villainous plan. We all heard the same speech over and over and over.
Your mother ever found out you've been swimming out here?
Oh, I know. She flipped.
Why does she sound familiar too?
Here. Now, where'd it go?
Metaphorically or physically?
So my mom got against the ocean anyway. I mean, how could there be anything wrong with something so wonderful?
That's exactly what your mom said with the human world.
You know what? Sometimes I even pretend I have feelings.
She is just like her mom. Like mother, like daughter. This is just exact. No way. This is an exact replica. There's no way that this is a carbon copy.
Wait a minute. It just hit me. How about
physically
you
or
tell
metaphorically?
Ariel how you really feel?
Oh, yes.
Dude.
By all means, just waltz right in and tell her you've been out here swimming in the ocean. We could all just have a big party.
This is exactly like the first one. Dude. Did Disney actually just want to make another version of it? What is this, like a soft remake? of some sort. It's literally a remake, except the roles are reversed. That's just nuts. That's crazy. This is literally a carbon copy of the actual thing. No way. No absolute way. No way. No absolute way that this is exactly the same movie that I watched last week. How could you be for certain that when you were in the writer's room, how could you not have thought, maybe this is the same movie that we did about 11 years ago or a little while ago? Have they not thought about that?
Oh, you're hot.
Sorry, my
Oh.
fault. I gotta go. Can't go to the party without shoes.
If you ask me, she's a little strange.
I heard she actually talks.
Oh, great. These types of kids. Oh, man, I hated these types of kids. When they were always, like, picking on other kids just because of how different they are.
I'll be right up.
Might as well hurry it up right now. At this point, what makes it even worse is that both of them's got secrets. Oh! Oh, great. Okay.
I'm ready.
Like, that's gonna do anything. You could still see it. You could still see it under the table.
So, we're having a bad hair day.
If we were, you wouldn't be helping, would you?
Well, I'm just here to let you know there are a lot of people downstairs.
Be right down. Give us 2 minutes.
That's
I
not...
do- Now, where have I heard that before?
That's not the same voice actor for Eric. I know that for sure. That is not the same voice actor. To me, that definitely sounds like Rob Paulson. Same dude who voiced Donnie in the Ninja Turtle series that I'm reacting to.
Everybody thinks I'm weird.
Does it matter?
Everyone has trouble fitting in at your age.
Yeah.
You know I did.
Same
I was
here.
a regular fish out of water.
I can say the same thing.
Just so afraid I'm gonna make a total fool of myself.
I get that too.
This isn't just about the party, is it? Is there something you want to talk about?
Oh.
You know you can always tell me anything.
Maybe?
Well, okay.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it's kind of crazy and sort of impossible.
Oh, no.
Now don't freak.
Oh, no.
What I dream about more than anything in the whole
Oh, no.
How's it coming? Oh, Melody, is that you? You look beautiful.
That is Rob Paulson. No. That is. No, I could definitely recognize his voice. That is definitely him. The same dude who voiced Yakko for Animaniacs. Like, man, I could definitely tell his voice. Him and Tom Kenny and Clancy Brown, who's also in here too. Like, they got this most distinct voices that I know. Even Kevin Michael Richardson too. Oh, I forgot about Sebastian being tied up.
Hi. Would you like to dance?
Oh.
Go on.
Come on, he's okay. I was gonna say, come on, like you take his hand. Sebastian, can you just quiet down a little bit? Just give her this time. I get it, but kind of ease it a little. Fingers crossed, huh? I'm sorry, but I'm actually not one of those people who wants a huge elaborate birthday party like that. I don't know. I get she's a princess and everything, but I would not want that. Sebastian, why don't you just shut your eyes closed, man? Shut your eyes closed.
No!
Oh. Oh, no. Oh, great. Oh, great. Sebastian, why? Oh, no. Oh. How do you make a huge mess out of that from that one little crab like him?
On a cruise.
Why now?
I'm so sorry.
Well, I should say.
Hey, Sebastian?
So,
Uh-oh.
who is she talking to?
Oh, no.
Talking to a crab.
Oh, great. Oh, this is horrible. Oh. Man, I hate it when kids act like that. I mean, just cause of something like that. You know, kids are very perceptive and they're very judgmental. I hate to say it. They're very, very judgmental. Oh, great. And then she found the locket too, so that's not gonna help.
What's wrong with me?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with you.
Wrong with you?
Right.
I'm the princess of
That's actually not true.
Being a teenager is hard.
Why does everybody think 12 years old is being a teen? That is not true. She is 12. 12 is not the same thing as 13. Uh-oh.
What is this? My name's on here.
Oh, no. And the truth comes out.
Where have I heard it?
And the truth comes out. Okay.
Where did you get this?
Uh-oh.
I found it.
You went over the wall, didn't you?
Actually, I went under it.
Oh.
You know you're not allowed in the sea.
Why? Why does that necklace have my name on it?
Melody, listen to me.
You're hiding something from me.
Oh, great.
You deliberately disobeyed me.
Oh.
I never want you going out there again. Do you hear me?
Oh, she sounds like her father now.
Never even been in it.
Oh, yes, she has. Oh, great. At this point, if she already knows, just tell her the truth.
We knew this day would come.
Exactly.
Eric, you're right. It's time I trusted her with the truth.
That's what I'm saying. Just go and tell her the truth before she does something more drastic.
You know, when I was a teenager, you couldn't get me out of my shell for nothing.
You were a teenager?
Just where do you think you're going?
What do you think?
Gotta figure this out. This necklace means something. And if no one's gonna tell me, I'm gonna find out myself.
Oh, great. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect for the wrong reason.
All you have to do is go in there and calmly explain that Melody has run away. No reason to lose your head.
He's about to
Whatever you
lose his head.
do, absolutely, positively, must not.
Absolutely, positively.
Melody's gone.
Oh, that's calm? That's calm? Oh, come on. Can you don't be so overdramatic.
Where could she be going?
To Morgana's.
And she can tell me what this locket means? Why it has my name on it?
Oh, sure, kid. Morgana's the best. She'll help you.
This is just exactly like the first one. I get where she's coming from, though, at the same time. I hate to admit it, but I do. From like I said, I'm a person who it was in between the teen stage and the parenthood stage. I get it. I'm an adult. I'm an adult that's not married and does not have any kids, and I totally understand. Like, it's understandable. What she's going through, I get it. I was a kid once. You know, even if you were to kind of think it out a little bit and be like, she's wrong. Yeah, of course she's wrong. But I also get where she's coming from as well. You can't always just make it a one-sided argument either. Haven't you guys ever heard of a debate?
Oh, come, my precious.
Ugh.
Oh, don't be shy. Come in out of the cold.
She's like one of those creepy aunts that you have over at a family reunion.
Your feet up.
How could she even stand it with not wearing any shoes and it's in the Arctic?
Smell tickle?
Come on. That's disgusting too. Move the platter out of the way.
Why it has my name on it?
Oh, great. Here we go.
My mother wouldn't tell me.
What kind of lie are you going to tell Morgana?
She just doesn't understand.
What kind of lie are you going to tell her?
You're not the only one with a mother who doesn't understand you. Believe me, I know just how you feel.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever consider that it has your name on it? Because it has your destiny in it?
Where have I heard this before?
Oh, deep down, you know you weren't meant to be a lowly human. What you are is something or enchanting.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yes and no? That's a yes and a no answer. This is just exactly like the first one. It's in reverse. This whole movie is reversed. The roles have reversed. Everything is reversed. How do you trust somebody that has an evil laugh like that? Come on. Oh, well, that's something. Yeah, this is gonna be eventful, all right. Eventful to the point that now you're gonna have even more problems.
I had this all along. You could have changed me back. Why, you oughta.
Your scales are smooth, right? I'm still reeling her in.
Oh, man. Okay, this is more of a deliberate plan that's going to make things a lot worse than the first one, maybe.
Ariel, maybe you should go with him.
But
Oh.
Eric, I need to stay here and lead the search on land. But you know these waters.
It's
And you
true.
know our daughter.
He's got a point. Eric's got a point, Ariel.
should have known I couldn't keep Melody from the sea. It's a part of her.
But you were also trying to protect her too. So, look, it's nobody's fault that this happened, okay? It was gonna happen eventually. It was nobody's fault. Oh, that smooth transition right there was well done. That's what I'm used to. I hate to admit this, but it's just the songs in here are not as memorable than I remember the first one being. It's not as memorable. I'm sorry, but that's how I personally feel. Maybe it'll get better. I'm sorry, but this is how I feel, okay? For kids, I'm definitely going to be thinking, okay, they're going to remember this probably. But I got to think, like, I have to think in a kid's perspective, too. Okay, I think out of this, I'm just going to officially put it like this. Why does it feel like if Ariel's lyrics are written better than Melody's? Like, I don't understand why it sounds like if Melody's lyrics were written poorly. I don't know why. It's just personally to me, it just sounds like it's written poorly. Yeah, I don't know. It was like a 50-50. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just completely wrong. But that's just personally my opinion. I don't know why, but it just... I'm sorry, excuse me?
I knew this would happen.
What?
What taste in your hook?
What?
That's how I'm such a failure.
What are you... Okay, let the actress move on and go on like if she's Meryl Streep or something like that. And for all that is good, she's no Meryl Streep, I can tell you that.
I'm afraid there's absolutely no possible way.
Uh-huh.
Well, there is one way.
Uh-huh. Melody, how can you not understand? How can you not understand? She's trying to play you like a fiddle.
The spell last longer. If I had my magic trident. Oh, but it was stolen years ago by a deranged kleptomaniac.
Uh-huh. Deranged kleptomaniac. You're talking about yourself?
You would do that for me?
Oh, you cannot be serious. This is exactly what happens when you don't just sit down with somebody and tell them the truth at the right appropriate age. I get it, but if you knew this was going to come, and especially if you knew what was happening, and if you knew exactly that this was gonna happen, then if she was trying to express it, you should have just went and been calm about it and said, look, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. You need to know this before anyone gets into real danger. That's what I personally would have done. I would have broke it gently, evenly. Oh, great.
Oh, hold on, sweetie.
Penguins?
We'll save you.
Oh, great.
Mightier than a hurricane. Braver than a killer whale.
Faster than a moray eel. It's the fearless adventurers
/ explorers.
Titanic and his trusty sidekick there. Oh,
Okay.
Not them.
What's wrong with them?
This is too easy.
Come on.
The shark?
Really? Your redemption moment, huh? Oh, great. Oh, well, that's perfect. Is it going to break now?
That wasn't so bad.
It's going to break? I knew it. Well, then, that was pretty eventful. If you want to be reckless and careless about things.
Another plan perfectly executed.
Perfectly?
Some fearless hero.
More like zeros.
Oh, well, that doesn't help either. Oh, come on. That doesn't even help. They were trying. He freaked out at the last moment. Come on.
Oh.
Oh.
You don't have to be scared of me. I won't hurt you.
Scared? Who said anything about being scared?
You
Don't you know an evasive maneuver when you see one?
Evasive maneuver? That's not an evasive maneuver. That's being scared.
Now she's gonna leave, and it's all your fault.
My fault?
Guys.
She's probably allergic to blubber.
Oh, yeah? Well, maybe she doesn't like birds that can't fly.
Guys.
Well, you can't fly either.
And
Guys, is she trying to ask you something?
Oh, yeah?
Can you stop the bickering and listen to her?
Guys. Do either of you know how to get to Atlantica? I don't have much time.
Why do you want to go to Atlantica?
I have to get something that was stolen from a friend.
From a friend?
He's a damsel in distress. It's our big chance.
You don't want to think about it like that, man? You might get your redemption moment. I thought you guys wanted to be heroes, especially you. I honestly feel like some of this could have been written a tiny bit better, in my opinion. Yeah. Some of these songs need to have been written just a tiny bit better. I get it. For kids, but still. If there's any way that you guys want me to go and do like one of those like those tier lists on, you know, the animated movies and their direct-to-video sequels, like, you know, comparing them, let me know if you guys want me to do a video on that. I'm ready to start doing a video on that, little by little. This is just exactly like the first one.
Have you heard anything, Daddy? I've been searching everywhere, but Flounder!
Oh. Oh.
What?
Oh.
Sorry.
Ariel?
Flounder?
Ariel!
Oh, wow.
You're sure not a guppy anymore.
You could say that again.
Flounder had 5 kids.
What did I say about playing Kick the Clam on the Reef?
Sorry.
Is that the original voice actor for Flounder too? If so, that's crazy.
Flounder, I really need your help.
Wild seahorses couldn't stop me.
Why does he sound familiar too? Like, he sounds like, I don't know the voice actor's name, but he sounds like the actor who voiced Chucky's dad from Rugrats. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, who knows?
Whoa! Sorry.
My fault.
Oh.
Hi.
Oh.
I don't think I've seen you around here. What's your name?
Oh.
Maybe I'll catch you later. This is what happens when you bring a country fish to the big city.
Oh, come on, man.
Is that a penguin?
It definitely was a penguin, but this is not going to go well at all.
Come on, follow me.
How is it that you guys cannot tell that that's actually... How can you not tell that it's a good kingdom?
He looks bad.
Well, of course.
He doesn't look like a thief.
They never do.
I can understand from his side, too. I mean...
Look, there it is.
Oh, great.
A fork? We're risking our tails for a fork?
Oh, great.
We haven't time for this. I want every available merman searching. Find her.
Oh, no. Oh, great. Oh. Oh, great. Can you stop shaking?
If this is the end, I just want you to know, pal. I'm sorry I said that thing about the blubber.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry about the fish breath.
You didn't say anything about that.
But I was thinking it.
Is this the time to do so?
King Triton, your daughter has returned.
Oh, great. Here we go.
That was close.
For the time being...
Oh, sure. That's it. Take your time. Kick back, relax. Let's all just die.
How do you even know if that's the case?
Sure, she'll turn up soon.
Oh,
He's
right.
coming back.
Can you... Okay, this is not going to go well at all.
My necklace.
Oh, this is not going to go well.
Don't worry, Ariel. We'll find her.
I hope they make it on
Daddy.
time.
The trident!
Wait.
That's not possible. Nobody can remove the Triton from the stand except you, sire. You are
Wait.
one of your descendants.
Melody.
Oh.
Go ahead. Crack me open. Make a crab cake.
Can you not right now? Oh, great. Oh, great. Well, this is not going to go well, especially with that. Now you know for sure that it's Morgana.
It's all my fault.
It's
if I
not
had just
your-
paid a little more attention instead of blabbering on.
It's
and
not
on
your
and on.
fault. You're blabbering on and on right now. Dude. Oh, man. Sebastian, can you just please put it on hold and shut up? Oh, sure. You're Triton's royal advisor, huh? You're his royal advisor. You just keep going on and on and on. Come on, dude.
This time, Atlantica was never that far away from home.
Right.
It wasn't built to keep something out. It was built to keep me in. Come on, let's go.
I kind of understand where she's coming from, though. I mean, I can get it. I get it.
You know, kid, the three of us, we make a pretty good team.
And once you're a permanent mermaid, we'll be friends forever.
We'll be inseparable.
Nothing will ever come between us.
Uh-huh. Okay, I can understand that, but...
Leaving so soon, boys? What can I say? When you got it, you got it. Hey! You got it! Sweetheart, you're my new hero. Let's go. It's time for some magic.
Yeah, it's not gonna go... What you think? Yeah, this is definitely not gonna go the right way.
Scuttle can get help.
Uh-huh. Him?
Pay very close attention.
If he can.
Duped.
I could get that. I could definitely get that. But then again, I mean, he was right about the most important things back in the first one, so...
Now, if you just hand over the...
Melody, don't! Mom! Don't listen to her!
Oh, great. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Sweetheart, hand me my trident now.
All this time. You never told me?
Kept the most important secret in her whole life from her own daughter.
Please, give it to me, Melody.
Okay, here we go.
I've given you what you've always wanted. She's the one who lied to you all these years.
She was trying to protect her. Yeah.
You. By fencing me in? You knew how much I loved the sea. Why did you keep the truth from me?
Melody, listen to me. If there was one thing in my life that I could do over,
Too late.
Melody, no!
Oh, great. Now you done it. Now you done did it. And who'd have saw this coming? I did. Everybody else did.
Your mummy was only trying to protect you from moi. What she did out of love. Little Melody's been a very naughty girl, stealing from her own grandfather.
Oh, here comes the relationship drop.
You tricked me.
How did you not see it coming from like several miles away? Every single person knows in this life, you cannot get something for free like that. Come on. That's just ignorance is bliss moments.
Oh, and by the way, your time as a mermaid is just about expired.
That's actually cruel. Oh, that's cruel. Ah. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Did you know? No. You think you should have known? Yeah, you should have known. I think everybody was. Everybody had a little bit of fault in this, to a
At least
point.
we're alive.
For now.
If you want to call this living.
Yeah, I could definitely see that being the case.
On the one hand, we can live a long, healthy life, albeit as disgusting, pathetic, cowardly...
Okay.
That's good. Good. Cowardly worms.
Okay.
On the other hand, we could gather our courage, if we had any, and storm the fortress and be heroes.
Oh, come on.
Melody's in there.
Well, you're gonna have to be heroes
She's in
now.
big trouble. She may really need our help.
You guys wanted to be heroes? This is your chance.
2 minutes as heroes.
Grab those 2 minutes. Okay. This is just like the first one. Let's hope that this works.
Come to join the party? We're having a blast.
Oh, great. Oh! Oh, great. This is just sad. He just went from a piranha to Jaws!
Join your door? Well, I think that can be arranged.
Whoa! Oh, great. How could you have easily gotten out of that so quick like that? Come on. There's a lot of callbacks to the first one. Like, a lot of callbacks. Oh, great. Now you're going to have problems.
Going somewhere, boys?
We're just looking for the little penguin room.
Oh, great. Wow. Moving that fast? Oh, then he must be serious. Oh. Oh, great. Now she's not going to be able to breathe.
I thought you were gonna hold him. I am holding him.
You mean holding on to him?
Hold on, Melody. Yeah, I'm gonna bust us out of here. This is the last thing I...
I don't know about that. That doesn't seem like that's busting anybody out. Oh, no. Oh, there you go.
I have the trident now, and all the creatures of the sea are in my power!
It's not going to last that long, though. Realistically, it's not going to last that long. This is bad.
Begins for all of you with fans!
Oh, well, she doesn't have any anymore. So this will definitely help. This is... Hopefully, at least she can make it. It kind of feels the same, but at the same time, it doesn't feel the same. Oh, no. There we go. I was about to suggest that.
I think this belongs to you.
There we go. There we go.
There will be no escape for you.
Was that the best thing to do, is just solidify her like that? Couldn't you have done something like send her over into a cave and then like have her teleported there or something like that, like the Phantom Zone or something like that? Maybe it's just me, but I think that just freezing her is not the best option. It's not. It's legitimately not the best. How could you be for real? That's one of the worst things to ever happen. This is not the best option at all. No, it was not.
We should have told you the truth.
I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I just hoped I'd be a better mermaid than a girl.
Oh, Melody, sweetie. It doesn't matter if you have fins or feet. We love you for who you are on the inside. Our very brave little girl.
If only it could be like that for every single parent. At least now she gets to know who her actual family is.
Melody, I don't blame you for wanting to join us, merfolk. And because you're my granddaughter, I'm giving you a most precious gift. A choice. You can come to Atlantica with me, or you can return to your home on land.
That's... Wow. That's a interesting choice.
I have a better idea.
Take the walls down? Okay, I called it. I totally called it. I was going to suggest, why don't you... There's a different way that you could suggest it. Triton, why didn't you just suggest that she could be able to swim, you know, go... Like, if she goes in the water, she could be a mermaid, and then when she's on land, she could be a human. How come you don't come up with that? That's weird.
There's plenty of room.
Wow, well, then now this makes a little bit more sense in a way. I feel like there could be a little bit more of a better resolution, in my opinion. It was only halfway resolved, in my opinion. This is kind of halfway resolved.
Oh, sorry. Oh, hi.
Well then. Okay. Well, there's no post-credit scenes or mid-credit scenes, so we can just, move right on past that. But yeah, so might as well go ahead and just get into the actual discussion right here and now. Okay, so that was Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea. So what did I think of it? Personally, it wasn't bad. It was definitely more for younger kids. I could definitely see that. And of course, it's more colorful, it's more vibrant, and I could definitely see that from the animation. I could see it from the color schemes, and I could definitely see it from the actual tone of it and the storyline. I think that realistically, I don't know if it was that Disney didn't come up with a better way to be able to come up with a better, brand new story. I mean, it makes sense. I'm not really more complaining about the story. I think what I'm more kind of miffed about, to be honest, was the terms of how come it was almost the exact same copy of it. I think what could have happened, and I think it was a weird option that I thought Trident would have been a little bit more, I thought he would have been a little bit more smart about it towards the end, in my opinion. There's a couple of things that I really feel like could have been a little bit different. I think it would have been interesting as the gift that he could have given her. I don't think that it was a smart idea on having for her to choose between the two. I think what should have happened was that he could have given her the option of, why don't I give you the chance on if you want to embrace both the life on land and life on sea, because that you have both of it in you. I'll give you the magic to be able to let you go into the ocean, and when you dive into the ocean you become a mermaid, and when you go and you're on land then you could be human. And I think that could have been a better option besides taking the wall down with the trident. I think that could have been a perfect way of doing both, and she could get what she wanted on top of being able to embrace both sides of her, who she is. Because if I'm really thinking clearly on this, I feel more like Ariel had more of what she wanted. She got more of what she wanted than Melody did, in my opinion. Because Melody only just got, in my opinion, she got a fraction of it. And I think that, in a way, the way how Morgana technically kind of helped her, and I'm saying it in quotation marks, I'm putting help in quotation marks, the way that she helped her, when she turned her into a mermaid for a little bit, I think that, in my opinion, I think that with that, if Trident saw that she enjoyed it, why didn't he give her the choice? That's a really weird thing that I think that he should have done. I think that was one thing. Now, as I was saying, I think it was a little bit of everyone's fault. And I'm going to say it like this. First of all, I get it where Melody's coming from. And the thing is that she had more of the passion of the sea than anything. And I get it, especially if you had that craving for something that you felt like you didn't know that you needed, and it was because that you're missing that part of your life, or you're missing a part of that side of your life, then I can understand where she's coming from. And I definitely can relate to it in some ways. For example, the fact that I can relate to it in the terms of the fact that my mom and my dad, they're not together, and that's why when I was born, my grandma was taking care of me, and they were protecting her, and my mom and my grandfather were protecting me from him because of a lot of problems that he has. And the thing is that, sure, I questioned them a lot about who's my actual dad and everything. Sure, of course I questioned it. Even though that when I was at school, when they would ask me, who's your dad? I would say, God. That was like my first answer that I would go to all the time. Sure, people might think that that's a weird answer, but realistically, that's my answer. And I know that for this, I can understand where she was coming from. She wanted to live both her life on the sea and on the land. She lived her life mostly on the land, well, all the time on the land, but she wanted to live that part of the sea in her, and she wanted to live that part of her life. And I get it. I totally get it. It's like if you had divorced parents that you wanted to know both sides. I wanted to know both sides. It's perfectly natural. Until I found out later on about my dad's history, then I decided later on, by choice, I didn't want to know who he was. I didn't want to know what his family was. I didn't want to know anything. And up to this day, I still do not want to know. He's done more harm than good, and, that's my personal opinion. But Melody, on the other hand, she wanted to know the side of her that she didn't realize that she had. And I get it. It's like it's taking a little bit of that piece of your life and your heritage away from you. I get it. I totally get it. Now, I can say it is Melody's fault for running off and going on to this huge, huge adventure where literally could have costed every single thing in the sea. Like, it could have costed everything. And makes sense. I mean, it's an understandable thing on why to be precautious about it. I would be mad about it, especially if I didn't know about it for all my life. And then I wouldn't say it's necessarily Ariel's fault at all either. But one thing that I could have seen that she could have done differently was that when Melody was deciding to come to her and discuss about how she was feeling about the ocean and everything, and when she was about to start, when Ariel started about freaking out over the whole thing with the locket, I think what could have been dealt a little bit differently was, instead of just punishing her, like saying like, that you shouldn't have done that, you're forbidden and stuff like that. I think if she had questions and Melody had questions, I don't think that Ariel should have said, you disobeyed me. I think that what Ariel should have done was say, okay, sweetheart, this is exactly what's going on. A long time ago, when you were born, this evil sea witch Morgana was after you because she wanted revenge because of something that I did. And she was wanting more revenge on me and wanted more revenge on your grandfather, who's actually the king of Atlantica. And the thing is that, when I was born, I was a mermaid. And when you were born, you were human. And when I met your dad, a thing happened where I made a deal with a sea witch. I gave my voice and I had to go up and put my end of the bargain and try to kiss him within 3 days, or else I'd turn back to what I was. And there was a big old thing that happened where it almost costed the whole entire kingdom. And we still ended up working things out to the point that this is where we have you and this is where we're at now. I think that she should have been a little bit more frank about it, and she should have been a little bit more open about it once she found the locket and once she was starting to question things. I think that she should have been more open about it. In my personal opinion, should have been more open about it. But I could definitely understand where Ariel was coming from because of the fact that how can you really tell your child something like that at an age where you kind of feel like they're not going to understand, but at the exact same time, you want to feel like they're going to be in a safe environment. You don't want for them to be worrying, and you don't want for them to feel like if their life is over. I totally get it from her side, and I totally get it from Melody's side too. And I don't know, I feel like it was good. The story was fine. It's just it really did kind of feel like a weird carbon copy of The Little Mermaid, which I don't usually find it a bad thing to a point. To me, what kind of brought it down a little bit was the songs, because it didn't feel right. It felt like it was more written in a rush. I mean, look, I'm a young adult, and I know that I'm thinking like a young adult, but, compared to kids, I mean, this movie is more for younger kids than anything. This is definitely a movie that's more tailored towards younger children, but am I going to say that it's a bad movie? No, actually, I enjoyed the story for what it was. I did. I think that it would be fine for the younger kids. I think that they would enjoy it. It's more tailored for younger kids. The original one was actually felt like it was more for older kids, in my opinion. This one was more toned down, realistically. And there were not as many elements in there that would have freaked kids out that much. And that's what I feel like it was for this one. And I think that one of the other things that I feel like if Disney decided to do that sequel on the Little Mermaid live action remake, I think they could be able to adapt this into a specific way where I think it could definitely work. And the thing is that that's what they're doing with Mufasa the Lion King, and how they're taking elements of Simba's pride, of 1.5, of the Lion Guard, and adding their own spin to it with their own creative elements to the story of how Mufasa and Scar ended up being brothers. I think that it's a perfect way of honoring the original movie as well as honoring the direct-to-video sequels and the legacy that The Lion King had. I think that you could do the same thing for The Little Mermaid sequel if they decide to do it. If they want to do a sequel to this one, what I think they could do is I think they should have for this to be about Ariel's daughter, that something happens that maybe it might not have to be about Ursula's sister. It could possibly be a different thing. And something happens to where, Ariel decides it's not a good idea for, her daughter to go and try to go to the ocean whatsoever and go through the same adventure. But also at the same time, you're also exploring Ariel's past before she became human and before she married Eric. And you could add little elements from the animated series as well as add your own elements to it. I think that it could work to a point. It could work. And that's the thing that I feel like with this one, what it kind of missed on my end was the fact that I think that the new additional characters, I don't even remember their names, the penguin and the walrus, I think it was Tip and Dash, I want to say. They were trying to go for like the second dynamic duo of animal friends besides Sebastian and Flounder. Well, it's technically a trio if you add Scuttle to it, but I feel like realistically this could have been a little bit different. It could have been a little bit better, but I totally get it. You know, it had like a carbon copy of everything, especially with the stingrays and with Morgana's shark companion, which was kind of new. But again, I didn't mind the movie, and I thought it was good. I think that it did have a message for parents and for kids alike that I feel like parents should be willing to listen to their children. And even if it's something that it's going to be very concerning, I think that parents should take the time and sit their child down and express why certain things happen, but do it in a way where they can be able to understand and comprehend it. Don't go rushing right into it, but do it in a way where you can feel like if you are breaking certain news to them in a way that it would not feel like if they're gonna try to resent you for the rest of your life type of situation. Because sometimes parents, I feel like, will break the news to kids in a weird way to the point that it could damage them to a degree, like emotionally damage them. And I feel like that's something that we could be able to learn from this. And this is like one of those movies that I think that it's one of those Disney movies I feel like you should use for parenting before you have kids. You know, this one did have a lot to do with parenting. Now, what did that have to do with my grandmother in general? Well, let me put it like this. My grandmother was very overprotective with me and overprotective with my mom and her siblings. And, you know, unfortunately, you know, when parents, they're trying to do the right things for the kids, you know, they do things for specific reasons. You know, a lot happened to my grandma during her life to the point that it actually emotionally scarred her kids. There were things that my grandma had to do to protect them, and the thing was that most of them didn't understand it, and most of them still choose not to understand it. And that's actually why my mom and her siblings don't even talk to each other. It's because of the fact that they don't understand what exactly my grandma did in order for her to protect them. And that's something that a lot of people do not understand. When I was going to school and my grandma would drive around the schools all the time to make sure I was safe, it was because of my dad, because of his erratic behavior. Yeah, erratic, and I would say it that way because, and I don't want to get too detailed into it, but let's just say he did not have gentleman-like behavior that would make you think he's a good fit for a dad. And that's from what I know from my grandma and my mom, from the stories that they told me about him. And I'm okay with not knowing who he is, and I'm okay with not wanting to know who he is. And I just really don't want to immerse myself into there because I just don't want to feel like I'm going to put myself through more heartache than feeling like I'm mending something between the two bridges. And that's something that I also feel like with this one, you know, with the way how Melody was, and that she was wanting to know more about her side of her story. She wanted to know about the seaside of her story, and she wanted to go and embrace that part of her life when Ariel didn't want for her to know about it or even embrace it because she was trying to protect her. And I can understand from a parent's point of view, especially a mother's point of view, where somebody wants to protect their kids for a specific reason. And there's nothing wrong on wanting to protect your children. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. The thing that I feel that comes from this, that I think that children should understand, is that if your parents are telling you no, it's because it's for a specific reason. They're telling you this for your own good. Sometimes you might not understand it at first, but the thing is that it's going to take some time to understand that your parents are doing this for your own good. And maybe you might get it right off the bat. I actually understood right off the bat when my family was telling me these stories about why I don't have a dad, why I was in my grandmother's care. And I understood right at that moment. And I was about, I don't know, I would say somewhere between 15 and 16 when I started understanding more about the life that I was living and why I was living it in that way. You know, the more that I think about it, the more that I'm glad that my mom left me in my grandmother's care. And my grandmother was like Ariel. She was always overprotective with me. That's why I didn't go to friends' houses. That's why I didn't go and, you know, hang out with friends outside of school. That's why I didn't really do much. And I was more with the family. And I'm very grateful that I did more with the family than I did with them because of the fact that when kids who were hanging out over at the mall or over at the stores and they were just hanging out doing nothing and, you know, they were getting in trouble by security, I was actually starting to think, you know what, I'm grateful that I ended up being in this spot where I have a loving family that protects me. I'm really glad and I'm grateful that after watching this one, I really started to come into terms of, okay, sure, the songs kind of didn't cut it for me, but the story actually did, and I'm grateful that it did, and I'm hoping that it helped you guys. If you're a kid watching this, I'm hoping that this kind of gives you more of an idea as to why sometimes maybe your parents tell you no. It's because that maybe they know something that you don't, and that they'd have to explain it to you in a way that you're going to understand. So I definitely feel like that's the case, and I'm hoping that this was a good reaction for you guys. I know I did more talking on this one than I did with the other one. But as I want to just briefly mention that I did have some issues with copyright on the Little Mermaid reaction, on the animated reaction, and I had to upload it about 4 times before getting it right. So I'm hoping this will take less time to do, and I'm hoping that maybe this will be a lot more successful. It's probably going to be a shorter video, I can tell you that for sure, because as I'm looking at it right now, it's probably going to be about maybe 10 to 15 minutes shorter, or maybe even 20 minutes shorter than the first one. It could be different, who knows. I think I'm going to definitely show this to when I have a daughter. I'm definitely going to show her this one. Just like the first one, I'm going to show her both of them. I'll even show her Ariel's beginning, which that one's actually really good from what I remember. That one was actually really good. But that's going to be a reaction for next week, unfortunately. And then as we get more into the month of October, we're definitely going to be getting into more other different reactions. So I'm going to definitely put stuff out there that it might surprise you. Some of these things might not surprise you, but you know, it'll be cool. I'm getting to know exactly what I'm going to have out there for you guys. But yeah, I'm certainly excited. I cannot wait for you guys to get to see the rest of this series in My Grandma's Birthday Month series to come out, and for you guys to get to see her story and get to honor her legacy, and we can get to talk about her on these videos and on these reaction videos. And I hope that you guys are excited on getting to see more of the Disney Princess and Disney Fairies legacy series that I'm going to be doing on her too. And I hope that you guys are in for discussions in the comments, and you guys are in for stories that I have about my grandma and about myself and how it relates to them. And I can't wait for you guys to see what more is in store for it. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching my reaction to The Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea. If you guys want to see more reactions like this, then please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on any of my social media, if you're watching this from the Idea Makers official YouTube channel, then you guys can follow me on my Snapchat, my Instagram, my Twitter, aka X, my Discord, and my Discord servers, and my TikTok accounts, which those links will be in the description below. And if you're watching this from the Idea Maker for Kids channel, then you guys can follow me on my Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok accounts, which those links will be in the description below. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you all. Stay safe, and I will see you all in the next videos. Bye, guys.